Hello and welcome to the adventurous world. Today I've got something special for you. You may have heard about the Abenteuer Allrad. This is, as they say, the world's largest off-road and four-wheel drive convention or trade fair. Whatever. I've been there one time with my father, but this is already like 10 years ago or something. But this year I'm going to drive again, but there's going to happen something pretty unique, because this year it's Land Rover's 70th anniversary, and I think also the 20th anniversary of the Abenteuer Allrad. So they are going to start a world record attempt this year. Land Rover is trying to make the world's longest Land Rover parade here in Germany on the Abenteuer Allrad this year. That's the reason why I'm sitting here in my beautiful 1997 Land Rover Discovery, because I'm going to drive there and I'm going to take part in the world record attempt of Land Rover. My father's coming with me. He's driving in his 130 Defender, and we're going to start tomorrow very early. But before we can do that, I need to make some changes to my Land Rover, because I need to sleep in the car. We are staying on a exclusively Land Rover campground there after the world record, because it's the world record is going to be on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, on Friday we're going to visit the actual convention, the trade fair, and then I'm going to drive back. But I have to sleep on the campground, and I don't have a roof tent yet, unfortunately. I will look for one there actually. But I have to sleep in the vehicle. And so let me get out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this seat here, this part of the rear seat, maybe also the front seat, I don't know yet, and then I will stick a mattress in here, or that's my plan at least, to stick a mattress in here, and then I'm going to be able to sleep in there. So I'm now taking this out, and probably this, and we see if it works. So I've got the seats out. I need some piece of like wood to fit here to lay the mattress on later, and yeah, that's the plan. Perfect piece of engineering. The mattress is in and it's ready. Look at this. I don't really know if this is long enough for me, because I'm way too tall, but it should work. I mean, it's just for like 2 or 3 nights, so it should be good. I'm going to pack the rest of my stuff. I'm going to meet my father and a couple other Land Rover drivers this evening. I think some of them are also driving to the world record on the Abenteuer Allrad, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning when the trip starts. Hello everybody! So we're on the road already for a couple of hours now. It's a 300 kilometers drive from the place where we live to the place where the Abenteuer Allrad is happening. My father is driving in front of me, and we've already seen a couple of other Land Rovers and some Toyotas as well, and a lot of other off-roaders on the road. It's 80 kilometers to go, so we'll be there around 12 o'clock hopefully. Then we'll check in for the world record. It's gonna take a couple of time again, and then we're ready to start.
Straße nähert sich uns schon wieder. Der Marvin macht vorne schon langsamer. Es kann sein, dass ich hier irgendwann an irgendeiner Stelle, wenn die Konvoispitze kommt, euch hier oben stoppen muss. Ja, nur zur Vorwarnung, dann stehe ich auch mit der Kelle auf der Strecke. Dann müsst ihr euch beim zweiten Mal hinten anreihen, damit wir hier nicht in eine Blockade kommen. Auch das ist alles kein Problem.
So we are right now driving onto the track of the world record. They've closed I think 7.2 kilometer long track for us, for all the vehicles to drive on. And actually not all the vehicles are on the track right now, but the first vehicles have already finished one round, so we have to like drive into the gaps of the first vehicles right now. So the world record up to this date is made from, or was made from Portugal a couple of years ago, where they assembled 516, I think 516 Land Rovers. Today 712 Land Rovers signed up for this, and the last intel I've got, there were 641 that actual came here. I think it's a little bit more than that up to now. So if everything works, this should be the new world record. But the difficulty is, it's not just the number of the vehicles, it's like how they move. They all need to be in one row, they all need to drive, and the gaps in between the vehicles have not to be longer than 1 or 2 vehicle length. And that's the difficult part, because if you've ever driven in a traffic jam, there's like, it's stop and go all the time, you know. So you can like, you have this wave motion in this whole track, where one end of the track stops and the other end drives, and then the next end has to stop, and all this time. And that's the difficult to prevent this from happening. And if we manage to get this done, this will be the new world record. And we will know this later in the evening, hopefully. But for now, I have to drive in a giant row of Land Rovers. Alright, it's difficult so far. As expected, it's hard to keep all the vehicles moving at the same time. They just said it in the radio. It's 651 vehicles right now, and as expected, it's difficult to keep them moving at the same time all together. So they just stopped the convoy to get rid of the gaps, and now started it again, and then hopefully it will work this time.
Sondern es ist total praktisch, das werden wir jetzt demnächst öfters mal machen, wenn wir uns in dieser großen Anzahl sehen, also immerhin für 10 Sekunden weg, und kommen dann wieder und erzählen auf den Neuen, die gerade jetzt zurückfahren, was wir hier gerade noch für eine Übung.
632 Land Rovers geklappt. Das ist ein neues Guinness-Weltrekordtitel.
This is important work, very important work.